You fold and then.
Good afternoon. This is Gail Charette, and I'm calling this meeting of the Yarmouth Commission on Disability to order at 3:05 PM. Sarah, will you now please read the open meeting law?
Sure.
Thank you.
Drew, do you mind grabbing the door? Thank you. This is to formally advise that as required by Mass General Law, Chapters 30A, Sections 18 to 25, and pursuant to Chapter 20 of the Acts of 2021, an act relative to extending certain COVID-19 measures adopted during the state of emergency, signed into law on June 16, 2021, as extended by Chapter 2 of the Acts of 2023. The Yarmouth Commission on Disability will hold a public meeting on Thursday, January 9th, 2025 at 3 PM at Yarmouth Town Hall. The public is welcome to attend either in person or via the alternative public access provided on the agenda, AKA Zoom. We're now turning to the first item on the agenda. Before we do so, permit me to cover some ground rules for effective and clear conduct of our business and to ensure accurate meeting minutes. The chair will introduce each speaker on the agenda. If you're participating remotely, please remember to unmute your microphone, please magnify your computer when you're recognized to speak so you can be heard clearly. I don't think you need to worry about muting unless you feel the need, Glenn, because you're the only one on Zoom. So, but if you do mute yourself, just remember to unmute yourself if you need to speak. When a participant wishes to interject a question or comment, please wave your hand either physically or remotely and ask to be recognized. And we will now proceed with the meeting.
As a preliminary matter, I will confirm for the record the members and staff present and that they can hear me. Members, when I call your name, please respond in the affirmative. Gail Charette, Chair. Yes. Jean Boyle, Vice Chair. Thank you. Drew Kraus.
Here.
Glenn Martin on Zoom.
Here.
Thank you. Jessica Simmons.
Here.
Staff, when I call your name, please respond in the affirmative. Sarah O'Reilly, Director of Human Resources.
Here.
Thank you.
Who's taking minutes today?
That's what I was gonna say.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
sorry.
Somebody, no. I forgot to reach out to Jessica. It was your turn to take minutes.
I took minutes last time.
Oh, you did?
I did.
Oh,
I think Drew was last time and Jessica.
Oh, no,
was
because
the
I wasn't
time
here in
before.
December.
Yeah.
okay, so then,
Both of us are hoping not to have to do it.
Well, I mean, with
We're
my
the
teeny
two
little
best
notebook-
candidates.
With my teeny little notebook, I can.
well, someone has to take minutes because I can't write.
I will do a rock, paper, scissors here for it.
Um,
2, 3.
I'll take the minutes.
Thank you. So Drew's taking minutes. Beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you. Drew. Okay, so Glenn, he's on Zoom, so somebody has to watch out for him when he raises his hand so he can.
Well,
say
he can
whatever-
screech too.
Yeah.
I can screech.
Oh, good. Okay, so just speak up, okay?
Don't be afraid.
Yeah, don't be afraid. Speak up. All right. So on the agenda, we have the tracker system, but today we're not going to be mentioning anything about the tracker system. So we don't
Can
have
I
any
just
updates.
interject? We skipped public comment. Did
Oh,
anyone
I'm
have
sorry.
public comment
Well,
at all?
Public,
To interject?
public comments. Anybody? No.
I do.
Oh, go ahead.
I want to introduce Jennifer King. She is our new HR and benefits administrator for the town. And she's going to be working with me and human resources. So
Nice,
Oh,
nice
nice.
meeting you, Jennifer. Yes.
Hi, Jennifer.
Congratulations.
Could you just repeat your exact title again for the minutes? What is your title?
HR and Benefits Administrator.
Okay. So before we begin, I just want to make mention, tomorrow marks the Disability Commission's 5th anniversary. On January 10th, 2020, 5 appointees, 2 members of the Age Friendly Committee, and Diane Kane met at the Yarmouth Senior Center to discuss the reorganization and rebuilding of the once defunct Disability Commission. Charter members envision Yarmouth as a welcoming community that emphasizes integration, inclusiveness, and accessibility. Today, this vision has become a reality because amazing people that have joined on this commission and provided their time, their skill and services to promote disability inclusion, public awareness, accessibility, and accommodations for all. To celebrate this milestone and acknowledge the individual who restored the commission, the Evelyn M. Beal Impact Award was created. And we will be discussing more of this towards the end of the meeting. And the second announcement I'd like to make is the 1341 Route 28 variance meeting. They will have the meeting, MassDOT will have a meeting on February 24th on Zoom. And to refresh the memory, I will read from the November minutes on discussed. As I find it.
Hmm.
Connor Clifford, he's the civil engineer, had spoken to us, and the minutes compiled this information. Roadway improvement project being led by MassDOT is proposing a roadway widening and construction of a shared use path along Route 28 building frontage. The proposed roadway project is designed to comply with MAAB/ADA regulations for cross slope. The existing roadway elevation is being raised 3 inches at the location to reduce the impacts of the grade change at this property. In order to design accordingly, the proposed elevation of the 2 doorway thresholds at the northeast corner of 1341 Route 28 are being lowered by 7 inches. A new step is being proposed to one of the far east entrances, the Village Coin and Metals company. Each being 7 inches, thus eliminating the accessible entrance. Connor stated that in order to maintain an ADA regulated slope, the ramp length would not end at the street, would have to end at the street. So Yarmouth came back, I shouldn't say Yarmouth, the Yarmouth Commission came back with an idea, and they wanted to propose this to the, and they brought it to the MassDOT, right? And what it said was this: Yarmouth Commission on Disability final thoughts. It is not the position of Yarmouth Commission on Disability to support creating a situation which prevents accessibility to a business and our community. Should the project move forward, we would request that MassDOT provide alternative methods of accessibility, including but not limited to a portable ramp, handrails, and or other methods available. When we left the meeting, there were a lot of us that were kind of like thinking, or probably, I would say upset, because we had to make a decision that we knew that it is in the best interest of people with disabilities. So I use this thought as for putting it like putting it on the tracker. If we had received this from a concerned citizen, we would have investigated it, right? Okay. So with a little investigation, I did reach out to a gentleman that has a business. He's a representative, and basically what it is that they provide mobility equipment for residential uses and commercial uses. There's there's some steps that they have that's called a flex step that converts from a stairway into actually a platform. It's very interesting. I don't know the cost. I don't know if it can be used at this facility, but it's just an idea. So I reached out to him, and he's going to get back to us to see if it can be done. We sent him the plans. I sent him the information that was given to us. And we're just gonna look it over. And if I don't hear from him this week, I'll give him a call the beginning of next week, because I figured during the holidays and everything, I didn't want to bother him. So
Gail,
basically,
just for the record, can you let the committee know the name of the organization that
Yes,
you're referring to?
yes, it's the 101 Mobility.
That's the name of the business?
That's the name of the business, right? Yeah.
Who would incur the cost? This owner?
Well, here's this other thing. We don't know the cost, right? We don't, and we're just gonna grab the information, get the information and just, present it to the variance meeting if at all we can do anything. What do you think about that?
What is it that they could provide possibly?
Well, it's called a flex step.
A flex step?
Yes. Yes. I do have a picture of it.
So
in
I
my-
say, how does
my
that
phone.
work? How does a flex step work?
Okay,
Show the picture.
it's, let
Picture
me
is
show you,
worth
yeah, it's
a
better.
thousand.
Worth 1,000 words.
So your idea is to let the town know this thing exists, or
Let the Mass DOT know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Or he say if that may not even, that may not be applicable if it's not commercial, on a commercial site, but he's going to look into other things for us. He's willing to do that. This is his business. Why can't I get, oh, here we go. Here you go. This is what the step looks like, right?
Okay.
Like a regular step. You can
Yeah.
show
Yeah,
everybody.
well,
Yeah.
pass that around
Okay.
and show it.
So Gail, do you,
hang on a second. You see
is that
that?
something you can, Glenn's not gonna be able to see it?
No, he can't
So-
see it. There's no way
I-
he can hold that.
Yeah,
Ah, bummer.
so I think like
You
in
can Google it.
in
Google
the-
101 mobility.
in the future, we just probably need to cause I could, if I had it on my computer, I could share it on the screen.
Oh, I'm
For the
sorry, yeah.
purposes of the meeting,
Okay,
so
Yeah.
it would just, might be something to think
okay.
about.
No,
for the
I'll do that
future.
next. I
Yeah.
wasn't, yeah,
How many
In the
steps?
meantime, we can include it in the minutes.
yeah, yeah.
Where did this originate?
So it's like 5 steps, I guess.
MassDOT,
Can I have that, please?
did they
Show
make
the- And I'll show
a
you what I'm
complaint
the other one.
to us?
Nothing to worry.
MassDOT? How would it,
What's
where
that?
did it originate, this
So
problem?
so the Mass
Try to get-
Department of
See what happens?
Transportation
It
is
becomes a ramp,
widening
flat ramp.
Route 28 in front of this business.
Okay.
And by virtue of doing so, it's going to lessen the accessibility of the business that is right at that intersection. And so as part of their procedure, or I'm assuming it's probably their requirement, they are to notify the local Commission on Disability of their intent and they ask for comment. So that's what we've done.
Yeah.
We discussed it a couple meetings ago or what have you. So then in follow-up to that, Gail was giving it more thought and reached out to, did a little research and found this organization and reached out to them to see, if this is something that they would be able to make a recommendation on or, to make it more accessible.
Yeah,
So that's where we are. So the idea I think that Gail had was to, obtain the information that they can provide as to whether this, they have equipment that would work. And if so, to share that information with the Mass DOT as a recommendation to ensure accessibility for this business despite this construction. Does
Yeah.
that summarize? it?
yeah, it's perfect, yeah.
Good.
And, basically, the equipment is called Flex Step and Lift, and in a single solution converts to a platform for persons in wheelchairs who cannot climb stairs with the push of a button. I mean, if you don't try, you're not going to find, get anywhere. So we'll see what happens. And what we'll do is, if anyone can attend that meeting, we'd appreciate it. And I'll keep in touch with everybody. And I reached out to John Mitchell because he's very savvy on, all this stuff, architectural things. So I'm going to have him talk to this gentleman and they can decide it because I have no clue. I'm just, I just think about these things and I figured, And John said he'd be more than happy to help out. And so if anybody else wants to help out, please, contact us and we'll be more than happy to do something. So that's it for that one.
Is anyone planning to attend the February
Yeah.
24th?
That's why I should have asked that question.
What meeting is that?
That's
On
the one,
this-
yes,
Okay.
that's on Zoom and it's on February 24th.
Mhm.
I'd like to, go without my calendar in front of me,
Okay.
Yeah, I'm interested in that.
but
And
I would like to be there, yeah.
I'm not too sure what time does it say? It was
2 p.m.
2 p.m. on Zoom.
2
It's
p.m. Yeah,
A
good,
Zoom thing, so we
Yeah.
just got a link.
right.
John said
And
at the last meeting, he was hoping to attend that.
And I'm-
Sure.
See, I don't understand this about the variance hearings. I have no clue I've read this and I don't understand this. Who is, who's making the variance to the,
The Architectural Access Board, I believe, is who the.
no, but I
hearing
mean
is.
like, did the Yarmouth town ask for the variance?
No, the Massachusetts Department of Transportation. Route 28 is I believe Route 28 is it's a state situation. They're
Okay.
widening the
Mhm.
road.
Okay. And,
Route 28, the Yarmouth stretch of Route 28 is being revamped greatly. by
yeah,
The Department of Transportation.
right, including
so-
like bike
Oh, here's
trails and
John.
stuff like that, right?
Yes.
That's why I was kind of like,
Hi, John.
Hi, John.
hey, John.
Going.
Glad you made it.
We're volunteering.
Here you go. Right here, John.
Oh, come on. Put that right in front of me, huh?
That's all Gail.
Yeah,
Very
I baked
nice.
him. Wrapped him up. Okay. Well, John, you just missed out on this whole thing that we were talking about, unfortunately, but I'll fill you in real quick.
My loss.
The flex step.
Oh, yeah, that was
Okay.
neat.
So
I
what
did
we're
see
gonna
that.
do is we're going to pursue it and get back to the board, because there's a meeting coming up on Zoom on 24th. We'll be
Thank
talking
you.
before this
So
one.
let's carry on with the
Yeah.
agenda and maybe we
Okay.
can talk after.
Yeah. So see now. Next on the item is the LCP. That's the Planning Board Local Comprehensive Plan. I'm not sure if everybody got an email. It's a questionnaire. And I'm going to refer to Jean on that.
Okay, everyone should have a copy. Yeah, I did a beautiful job typing them. All the questions were in red. And then I printed it out when the red disappeared.
It's all right.
It looks so pretty.
Excuse me one second. Glenn, you should have received this by email from me, I believe. This is the local comprehensive plan questionnaire.
When did you send that out? How long ago?
January 2nd.
January 2nd, apparently. Gail's all over it.
Okay.
Coming up.
So Gail and I answered the questions. And we would like all of you to take it home and fill in, you think should be here. And
And we'll submit it
revise
to
and
Kathy.
Submit it.
Right, right. If they really want our input. So, whatever you can think of, even a wish list, it doesn't matter. Just put it on there.
So this is, just so I'm clear
Yeah.
on what you're handing out right now, because this is different, it looks like. Sorry, I thought this was what I emailed, but this is not. It looks like what you did is you
Similar.
took the questionnaire and you put your comments on it, and that's what you're handing out. So in that case, Glenn doesn't have a copy of this.
No, he has a
Right.
copy, no, but he has a copy of the questionnaire.
Okay.
Yeah. This came
So-
up just, yeah.
So if you could email either Gail or me.
And
When did she say her meeting is?
the meeting is at the end of the month, January.
It's January 29th,
Right.
6 o'clock here at Town Hall.
So we would like to have this information to us on January 22nd, no later, so
Please.
that we can compile everything and then we can send it to her because then she has to put it to her.
Alternatively, this went out to every individual committee member, right? So they can respond and get it back on their own as well, correct? Like this
Yeah,
was
but I
not,
think it'd be better if we come back as a group.
If
This
we-
way, it's so,
it's just, we don't have another meeting between now and when it's due
no,
No.
but,
to,
no, but if it means.
But I think it would be better if all of our recommendations went at
Together,
once
yeah.
in this form or
Okay.
another, rather than individually.
okay.
Do you
And
think
we'll
it's a
say-
good idea for us to email you and Gail our
Yes.
answers, our ideas,
Right.
Yeah.
rather than email them?
This
directly?
is similar to the email.
Thank you.
huh?
To get lost.
The questions are the same. The
Yeah.
answers were not on my email.
Right,
So
It-
Gail and Jean put their responses in.
Mhm.
So I'm just trying to like think about the fact that for these meetings, if we're gonna continue to have them as hybrid, then we need to be mindful that all the materials are out to, you know what I mean? Like, so that everybody
Yeah.
has this, is looking at the same thing, you know what I mean? Cause it gets tricky when you're the one on Zoom and you're kind of not
Hmm.
seeing the same information. Do you know what I mean?
Mhm.
So that's all.
okay, so then let's think about this
Just
again.
thinking about future reference, like we can't really change it today,
No,
but
but like, should we ask? Let's do this. The folks that haven't submitted anything, would you be willing to give your comments directly to Kathy? Or is it easier for you to look at what is put down here, was written down, and then, instead of what I'm thinking about is that you may be thinking about the same thing and, it's kind of crazy, I mean, look at what is suggested and then add to it, So,
I
I
like
don't
the
know,
latter
what's
part,
easier,
add to it.
add to it.
yeah, would it be okay if we took a minute for me to just read through this out loud?
Yes,
Would that be okay? Just
Yeah.
so we're all on the same
Yeah,
page?
yeah,
and
go
then
ahead.
then people can
okay,
be,
Yeah.
okay.
all right.
So question 1, what are the most pressing key issues impacting services and participation for persons with disabilities and overall accessibility in our community? The response here is A, handicap parking is not monitored and charged. B, not all public building entrances are accessible. C, not all store aisles are the accessible width. D, not all restaurants have accessible seating and restrooms. Question number 2, what is the Disability Commission working on now to address these pressing issues? From January through April 2024, the Disability Commission surveyed all town-owned buildings for accessibility and submitted reports to the town manager and select board. We are now in the process of conducting access surveys in privately owned buildings used by the public. Number 3, what actions do you think the town should undertake in the next 5 to 10 plus years to further the needs and issues related to programs, services, and activities for disabled persons and improving accessibility? A, to correct and or improve town buildings and according to the Yarmouth Commission on Disability survey reports. B, to ticket and fine all illegal parking in handicap spots. C, to build a walking trail that meets ADA standards. D, build an indoor swimming pool complete with ramp and chairlift or partner with a local business that has an indoor pool.
Wow.
Number 4, anything else you would like to share or believe is a critical issue for our community? A, the town of Yarmouth should encourage, monitor, advise, and support all new and old buildings open to the public regarding access. Some people think that only new construction and alterations need to be accessible and that older facilities are grandfathered, but that is not true. Because the ADA is a civil rights law and not a building code, older facilities are often required to be accessible to ensure that people with disabilities have an equal opportunity to participate. State and local governments' ADA obligations for program accessibility are in the Department of Justice's ADA Title III Regulations 28 CFR Part 35.150. B, why Yarmouth Commission on Disability should partner with other organizations, agencies, and nonprofits such as the Senior Center, PTA, Yarmouth Chamber of Commerce. C, communication with the town citizens needs more attention, letting them know that Yarmouth Commission on Disability is one resource to use to find answers and to resolve local issues concerning the disability community. So these are. So you took Kathy's questions and you asked them in a little bit of a different way, is that?
No,
What-
what we did was, well, just come up with ideas. And I mentioned to Kathy, a lot of it is just like maybe, beyond what, or not exactly what she was asking. And she said that was fine because she just wants to focus, you just want to like have a broad understanding. Because some of these questions really did not apply, I don't think, to what we really, I mean, I read it and I couldn't understand, like, I didn't understand that one. Let me,
Some of the things that are being asked are basically 2021, there's a vision plan, almost the identical questions. So what we're doing is establishing a plan and a direction to
right,
strive towards versus just
right.
And it's a local comprehensive plan. So she's asking multiple holders and citizens to participate. So the scope of the local comprehensive plan goes beyond accessibility. But then you're trying to take those questions and elicit some feedback from this commission that she could feed into the feedback for the local comprehensive plan. Is that correct?
Yeah, we're just, like just throwing some ideas out. there,
Yeah, okay.
Basically. And another thing that was not included here, which we'll put on the paper, was if somebody needs to find a resource, it's really difficult. You have to go through so many different avenues, like you have to like Google this, that, and everything else. And I was thinking about it, I was saying, why don't we have like a directory where it combines everyone? And that you alphabetize it, and then you can just say, oh, I need, I have a problem with my eyes, my eyesight. And then you can just pinpoint that one instead of having to find the blind, I found when I was disabled with my, not being able to walk for quite a while, I said, what am I going to do? Who do I call? I couldn't even get downstairs from my bedroom for 3 months. That's really ridiculous. Because I didn't want to buy an automatic, one of those chairlifts, because that inferred that, okay, you're disabled. Yeah. So I thought about this and I said, I wonder if other people are struggling with this. So it may not come up, but I mentioned that to Kathy. I goes, this probably not be in your scope. I said, it has to do with like the internet and about search. It goes, no, that's what we want. We want just give us ideas and let us determine how to decipher it. So that's all.
Okay.
It's not,
I was just gonna say, my understanding was that all we had to address was the disability community in these questions. And she has sent the same form to other commissions, committees of the town, I believe.
Well, I believe every Yarmouth citizen has been invited to complete this survey. And a lot of times when a survey goes out like this, she'll ask the staff liaison for the various town committees to send it out to their commission as well, because usually the people who are engaged with a town committee are engaged with the town overall. Do you know what I mean? So, so she was asking for feedback from, the Disability Commission. You can do it as one, kind of orchestrated feedback, or you can do it as individuals.
As
It doesn't
individuals, right.
have to be,
no, it doesn't have to be either or. It's whatever,
right.
so.
So,
And it goes, the survey itself goes beyond accessibility issues as well. So that's where it might be worthwhile to kind of take a look at the survey and respond, because you might have other concerns that go beyond, or other ideas that go beyond the scope of the Disability Commission.
But if you look at the questionnaire, it specifically says for persons with disability. and
But that's
overall
because
accessibility.
Jean and Gail
Oh, they extracted it.
have.
Those are the questions that I.
Were they? Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
they would-
Okay.
It was.
Yeah, they're the
input.
same questions.
Oh, no,
Okay,
it was
okay, I-
input.
Can somebody clarify this for me? Just one person. Who, where did these particular questions come?
The town.
They came from the town planner.
These questions that are on this paper?
Okay.
Word for word.
So were they word for word? That's what I didn't recall.
And it said
Okay,
no,
okay.
the answer.
Input,
The
it's
answer.
one of the disability commission.
Jessica and
Thank you,
Jean
Gail.
and Gail know the answer, so. Who made these questions?
Town
The
planner,
town planner.
town planner
Made these particular questions, and that's why.
for the
there is-
town's vision.
Okay, this, I didn't know that
They
I
specifically
didn't read-
wanted our
before.
Input.
input on key issues. impacting
Okay,
disability.
all right.
Right, and so we wanted to combine it. as-
Thank you.
As one, you know, we
See,
bring it to.
I
the-
was in a total fog until this minute. Okay, so you-
But Kathy did say, because I asked her, she said some people, you know, some committees or commissions have individuals that will give us the input,
mhm.
and some others prefer to combine
as a
everything
group.
together. And so we thought, Jean and I thought, you know what, to get the ball rolling, okay, because
Right.
I know everybody's busy,
Yeah,
that we would, you know, come up with what our ideas are, but
Mhm.
we are asking, please give us your input. We really want that. So it's in addition to what we think. So we're not doing repetitive, yeah.
Right.
I do have a question. Was her email somewhere on this questionnaire? Well, I have
I
access
was
to her.
thinking-
I
Yeah.
forwarded her email.
Yeah, January 2nd.
Yeah,
Because I saw
Maybe
the,
it's Not official yet.
not on the commission yet. so
I
yeah.
saw the plan and I read through it, but I don't remember seeing her email, but I'll reach out to her on my own and it's easier for me.
That's fine. See, that's why that's
okay,
fine.
so I haven't seen these questions, and and what you're suggesting is it's probably because I didn't open up the relevant email. Correct.
I sent them out.
Okay,
Yeah,
I
I used to have
understand.
an email from
I
her.
do understand, thanks.
Good job, John.
So this,
John,
so
we'll
I
take it,
think,
we'll add it to ours.
There you go.
so now that I understand all that, I think your original idea makes sense, right? Like we take this home and then
Yeah.
send to you
Yeah, some
our
thoughts.
ideas.
Some thoughts,
Like-
yeah.
Like what you just said there, it's really dumb. No, I'm exaggerating just to make a point. right?
Exactly, right.
Yeah.
But I mean, you know, just to get.
But yeah, we want to hear that too.
Sure, I'm exaggerating to make a point.
Yeah.
That's what you want, is feedback, real
Yeah.
feedback, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so that seems sensible,
And we're
right?
gonna
Given
take
all-
everything, you know, we're not gonna say, oh, we have to.
That
scrub
seems
this.
sensible to you there online, Mr. Martin? It just occurred to me to, I know when I'm zooming into things, sometimes I might appreciate if somebody talks to
We'll
me.
take- I'll take it.
Sure.
That'll be-
That's
So
okay.
these were real questions that the
Well, my
town
chicken's
planner
cracked.
sent to the
Thank you, John.
No.
Disability Commission to answer.
Yes.
And so
Yes.
they answered them,
It's
and now they're
identical to what.
inviting us to
Add.
Except
add or
this one.
make other suggestions. Yeah. And send
Should
them
be
to Jean and Gail specifically.
Having-
That makes sense. right?
Yeah, it makes perfect sense.
Okay.
I'll do that.
No, thanks a lot. I was like totally behind the curve on that baby.
And it's on your agenda, you'll see the local comprehensive plan website, so.
Yes, I do have that, yeah.
Oh, excuse me, you know what? I'm in a fog. Today is not a good day for me, I'm sorry. I'm always in a fog. Anyway, this here are the questions. This is exactly what Sarah had sent us.
Okay.
Okay?
Very.
Unfortunately, I did add all my little notes to it, but it did say right there about they want our input, very
Good.
important. And so, yeah, and there's just 5 little questions. So if you, 4 questions.
And
You know,
these questions also are exactly,
right, exactly.
I do understand, yeah.
Exactly. Okay, cool. All right, moving along. Let me see. Confused, okay. Yeah, all right, so that's done. There you go. Good.
Good.
We're moving along. Awesome. All right, the next on the agenda is the annual report. And I already know I have to make a change. But Sarah, would you mind reading this for me? The annual report?
Can we read it out loud?
Yeah.
Sure. Right now?
Please. Well, yeah, that's gonna be our next on the agenda. This
Yeah.
way
Okay.
we can, okay,
Okay.
we can go over it and vote on it.
The Town of Yarmouth Commission on Disability, often known as the Board or the Commission, serves as an advisory board to the Select Board and the Town Administrator. The commission now has 7 members and can expand to 13, including at least 1 person from the Age-Friendly Committee. The board's responsibilities include: number 1, research local problems of people with disabilities. 2, advise and assist municipal officials and employees
I
in
have that.
ensuring compliance with state and federal laws and regulations that affect people with disabilities. 3, coordinate or carry out programs designated to meet the problems of people with disabilities in coordination with programs of the Massachusetts Office on Disability. 4, review and make recommendations about policies, procedures, services, activities, and facilities of departments, boards, and agencies of said city or town as they affect people with disabilities. 5, provide information, referrals, guidance, and technical assistance to individuals, public agencies, businesses, and organizations in all matters pertaining to disability. And 6, coordinate activities of other local groups organized for similar purposes. During 2024, Yarmouth Commission on Disability met monthly except in June at Town Hall, with some members participating via Zoom. These meetings were normally conducted on the second Thursday of each month at 3 p.m. with the agenda available on the town website. Minutes from these sessions have been posted to the website. Sarah O'Reilly, Director of Human Resources, serves as both a staff member and the Commission's ADA coordinator. The Commission is grateful and thankful to Sarah. Oh, I got a call out on here. Commission is grateful and thankful to Sarah's commitment, hard work, and availability in keeping things working well.
Grateful, thankful, appreciative.
Over the past 11 months, the commission concentrated on providing a community access monitoring survey for town-owned buildings and in collaboration with various town departments, increasing membership with talented and concerned Yarmouth citizens, developing and distributing the Yarmouth Commission on Disability brochure and poster, encouraging citizens to become advocates, attending other groups' events, and maintaining its successful partnership with the Yarmouth Chamber. During the first 6 months of 2024, 2 commission members worked extensively on a community access monitoring survey for all town-owned facilities. A CAM survey evaluates and reports on the accessibility of public areas and infrastructures. This survey concentrated on specific areas such as disabled parking spaces, automatic door openers, railings, access paths, the force required to open doors, public counter height, and lavatories. Following the survey, a report was written and given to the town administrator. That should be administrator.
Okay.
The Yarmouth Department of Public Works and the Parks and Recreation Department, identifying problem areas that needed to be repaired. Yarmouth Commission on Disability was pleased to learn that our facilities are primarily ADA compliant. Yarmouth Commission on Disability appreciates the work that is being done, and in 2025 will meet with these departments to review their progress. Yarmouth Commission on Disability invited the Parks and Recreations Department to its November 2024 meeting.
Oh, 24, yep.
The
Sorry.
discussion focused on the Moby floating beach wheelchair rental usage, condition, maintenance policy and procedures, as well as the development of a more user-friendly website, which they agreed to do and report back with an update. Congratulations to the Recreation Department. It's actually a recreation.
It's not Parks and Recreation,
No,
just recreation?
Yep.
Okay.
for an excellent job. Yarmouth Commission on Disability looks forward to meeting with them again in 2025. YCOD is thrilled to keep partnering with Yarmouth Chamber to build an alliance with the business community, which is vital for individuals with disabilities. A partnership project with YCOD and YCC offers free visits to businesses to assess their accessibility and get useful insights into establishing a barrier-free environment for every consumer. It's completely voluntary. YCOD is grateful to the business community for its effort toward making Yarmouth more accessible to everyone. On March 31st, 2024, John Mitchell was appointed to the commission. John is a strong advocate with valuable expertise who adds fresh ideas to the commission. We are thrilled to have him on board and look forward to working with him. On October 28th, 2024, Glenn Martin was appointed to the commission. Glenn is also a powerful advocate, and his professional background experience will be quite beneficial. The commission is looking forward to getting to know him and working alongside him. Donna Arnold was appointed to
The commission.
the commission in October 2023 to complete Evelyn Beal's term. Due to personal circumstances, Donna was unable to renew her appointment in March of 2024. The commission appreciates Donna for her time and contribution. We wish her the best. The commission invites and encourages those living with disabilities and/or their family members, as well as concerned citizens, to become involved with the Yarmouth Commission on Disability.
So Sarah, do your magic. Clean it up.
No, it's hard because while I was reading it, I was thinking of a couple of things. I don't know, I think I would tweak the paragraph about Donna Arnold and maybe shorten that just to say, the Yarmouth Commission on Disability would like to thank Donna Arnold for her contributions,
Okay,
you know, or something like that. Donna Arnold, whose term ended in March of 24, for her contribution, something, you
that's-
know, kind of short.
yep, all right. You can write that, Drew, that'd be great. I'll put it in.
Because I'm imagining, I'd have to look,
Second,
And-
how are we going to accomplish, editing? When does it need to be submitted or?
it needs to be submitted this month because it needs to be printed for town meeting.
Okay,
And
so it needs to be. in
is there,
form.
I guess,
When?
the end of January?
Okay,
So I make a motion to accept it with the slight alterations that need.
I don't think we're up,
I don't think we're.
I think we need to, work on it a little bit. Polish it.
I'm just a little uncomfortable with the paragraph on the local businesses.
Yeah, I agree, Jean.
Yeah, completely voluntary and, you know, a lot of that stuff. I like to put a silent little punch.
Well,
in
then
there.
why don't we do this? Why don't we, may I just make a suggestion?
Okay,
Sarah is responsible for the final copy. If you have ideas, just send them to her. Is that exactly acceptable?
If you guys are comfortable with that,
I'm very comfortable with it. You're,
I mean,
Right.
I think this unless, I guess before we go there, I would just ask, is there anything that you are seeing in reading this and receiving this that you feel is missing? Like, we can clean up sort of the formatting of it
Yeah.
and make it sort of flow maybe a little bit
have we,
better.
has
But
that-
is there anything like that you feel
should be added.
strongly needs to be added or taken out or any, you know, anything
Well,
like?
I'd like to ask Jean, just on that one paragraph, what sort of change do you think, would you like to know?
You know, it just leads back to, it's the law, the federal law, it's the state law, and we keep pussyfooting around where I would like to make it a little stronger.
Stronger?
Well, we're thrilled to keep partnering with YCC. But again, it's completely voluntary. Well, yes, it is. But if you're gonna abide by the law, should it be so voluntary? Just little things like that.
I think we have to be careful because we're not an enforcement board,
Right.
you know what I mean?
Mhm.
So, we're not there to, enforce whether it
We don't
abides
have
by the
enforcement
law.
powers.
But we're there to assist them with making their business more accessible and ensuring that, you know,
Well,
so
then we.
I think that's the sort of
let's
fine
eliminate-
line that we're walking.
Well, why don't we
you
just
know?
eliminate that line?
So
That doesn't,
As a
that's
disability
not even
commission-
necessary.
we're working with Mary, who does the Chamber of Commerce, correct?
That's
So
right.
we're incorporating improving business and Chamber of Commerce, but we're also looking out for the interest of the disabled individual, advocating for.
I actually like Gail's idea, which is eliminate the first sentence.
Just eliminate.
And it just said, and start that paragraph with a partnership project with Yarmouth Commission on Disability and Yarmouth Chamber of Commerce
Yep.
offers free visits to businesses to assess their accessibility and get useful insights into establishing a barrier-free environment for every consumer.
Yeah, you don't
And then-
have to say it's completely
That's all.
voluntary.
That's all. And then just, and then just finish it up with
I think
his
we should
great,
charge 'em.
that's it.
Mhm.
So we can just start a partnership project. You don't have to, right?
We should charge them a brownie to go out and do a survey.
Don't worry, Gene. We're not sending a secret message to businesses that it's okay to break the law.
I don't know. A lot of time with you.
It's me personally. That's my problem.
Oh,
Not this whole.
But you know, but people have to know that there is a law.
Well, they
And-
do.
But no, I never knew there was a law, to be
All right,
honest with you.
okay,
And
okay.
I was in
We're gonna
business.
go nuts trying to, but
No, I'm
anyway,
just saying, did
Right.
it really,
right. Yes,
everybody else knew there was a law but me? Must be
whatever. yeah.
really pretty bad. I didn't know there was a law.
Sarah, it's the town administrator, not manager,
Correct,
Yeah, okay.
and is it the select board?
yes.
So I really believe that Sarah can really clean this up for us.
Right.
What we need, what we're asking is, are there any omissions? Can you think of? I mean, I went back to the minutes and I
Well,
could
I
have
can't
missed
think of
something.
any right now. but
I could have missed
if I do,
something.
I'll let you-
I try to, I go over the 12, the 11 months.
So Sarah, you're taking on the task of coming up with a final.
And
version
Sarah always
of-
does. She's my cleanup girl.
You're doing
She
it
does
right,
everything.
right this second.
It might be,
Yeah.
okay.
So that discussion was, we read the report, the annual report, and we've made some suggestions to polish it up. Sarah has agreed to create the final
Oh,
version.
Perfect.
That's what we've done.
Perfect.
Now, do we need to, Sarah, I have a question,
second.
Sarah. Do we need a roll
Second.
call vote to accept the report?
Probably should, yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
so how about this, John?
Second that.
Wait, I'm going to try to
Perfect.
I'll put it this way. I move that we accept the report as it will be revised by Sarah. You want to second that?
I second that.
Glenn, you want to third it?
Does that sound okay to you?
So we have to vote on it, yay, nay.
Okay, oh, yeah, okay. All right, we need, okay, we got the motion. Okay, so we have the motion, right?
Yeah.
And-
Drew made the motion and John
Right,
seconded.
okay.
Yep.
Any discussion? We already went through the discussion, all right. So it's time to vote and we're doing a roll call. Jean Boyle, Vice Chair.
yes.
Drew Kraus,
Yes.
Glenn Martin on Zoom.
Yes.
Thank you. John Mitchell,
Yes.
Jessica Simmons, and Gail Charette, yes. The motion is passed. Thank you.
Okay. You gonna vote?
No, she
Sarah
doesn't.
gonna vote?
No, she
No,
doesn't.
I don't vote.
She's not old enough. Okay, so we're moving along. Thank you, Sarah, for doing that. That'd be perfect.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. So,
Moving along.
now the next one is, we're gonna just gloss over this probably.
Look at how Sarah's
Right?
looking at
Yeah,
that, looking
okay.
at it, so.
I'm looking at the agenda.
Oh.
Relax.
Okay, so we're gonna,
Hang on.
we're we're passing over number 11. There is nothing, no comments between YCOD and YCC.
Yeah, there is.
Oh, there is? I think,
Well,
okay,
nothing major, just a little recap.
Okay,
Last month's meeting, everyone approved the letter that would be going out from the chamber.
Yeah,
And holidays, no, we haven't had a chance to get together to start
Okay,
going.
you too, you mean,
Pardon me?
you and Mary?
Well, Mary will send out the letters and
Yeah.
then a couple of weeks later, they'll follow up with a phone call and make an appointment to visit for the survey, bring along a packet of information.
So you and she will get together soon?
Yeah. And you're involved too.
Right, exactly.
So we'll
of-
meet.
I'm not sure if you were here last time or not,
I
but,
was, yeah,
okay, well, this is what you started.
right,
You know,
yeah,
the
I
list
do
was-
remember.
Okay.
yeah. Since you're,
But it's gonna come from the chambers, right? That marriage,
Mary
York
will be sending the
chamber
one
will
from
be
the
sending out that
chamber,
letter.
And I'll follow up and.
Actually, an email, I believe.
awesome.
okay, that's really good. Yeah, I do remember that. Okay, I guess that's the end of that.
Okay, so we're moving on to number 12, and this is the 2025 5th anniversary of reestablishment of the Yarmouth Commission on Disability. And last meeting, we all voted on and agreed to institutionalizing the Evelyn M. Beal, and I added something to it, Impact Award, because I like the word impact instead of just saying award. So I think we have to probably vote on that, right? Because you can't just like, yeah, okay. So let's put a motion
Second.
together. Well, okay, good.
Don't
Do you
second,
want to review it first, though, and then you can do one motion for the whole thing,
Well,
or
but
are you
okay,
wanting
yeah,
to
we
make a motion related specifically to the name?
I think we should make it to the name first, so that
Okay.
we document that.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I'll second.
John seconded. Okay, great. So we'll have a,
yes, but, wait a minute now.
Roll call. Which, the motion is to,
Accept the name.
the
First of
motion
all-
is to accept the name Evelyn M. Beal Impact Award.
Okay.
It was made by Gail, seconded by John.
right.
And now we
Okay,
have a roll
now
call.
we have a roll call. Jean Boyle, Vice Chair.
Yes.
Thank you. Drew Kraus.
Yes,
Glenn Martin.
Yes,
Thank you. John Mitchell,
Yes.
Jessica Simmons,
Yes.
and Gail Charette. Yes. The motion passes. Thank you.
You missed Evelyn Beal.
We do
That's a
miss
second.
Evelyn Beal.
yeah,
Oh, yeah,
Yep.
Mhm.
right. Oh, she's with us.
There you go.
Spirit. All right, now we're ready to talk about our ideas on on forming the award, right? I sent out an email to everyone. I hope everybody received it. Jessica, you were out, so I don't know. You were on
Maybe
vacation.
you sent something recently, like
Yeah.
last week.
Yeah, but you were out, yeah, because you said you were out of the office. I hope you were able to do something to get to it.
Yeah, no, I didn't go through it with a fine tooth comb, but I did look at it.
Okay, good. All right, good. All right. So anyway, so if anybody has any thoughts, it's the who, what, where, when, and why. Okay? So let's come up with some who's. Who, any ideas?
I think as a procedural format, that website that you sent out should be adopted and accepted. That's a great template as to how to proceed with the award.
it is a good template.
We could,
And,
so we should put, so we can have that in our document. Okay, John. John made a motion.
Yep.
And Drew seconded. I mean, yeah, Drew seconded.
He did?
Yes. Just now.
Yeah, I heard him.
I heard.
I heard him over
I
here.
heard.
Well, the thing of it is, John, really, you gotta say,
Glenn's closer.
I want to move
Glenn heard it too.
something.
He's closer to Drew.
This is all just so funny.
I heard
You
it.
like the innovation that says how to launch a successful awards program, who, what, when, where, why.
Right,
It's a
Okay.
very good template, yes, very useful.
Okay.
yes.
But why do we?
Great second, Ken.
Well, the reason being is that
Okay.
we are keeping what they call a chairman's book. And it will be put in the chairman's book so that
Okay,
20 years from now, when they want to make another award, they have,
Template.
template.
Mhm.
all
Does
right.
that sound foolish?
No?
Nope,
No,
Okay, so that's the
Sounds okay to
reason.
me.
Okay,
I don't know.
so I guess we have to do a roll call, right? Oh,
Mhm.
did anybody second it?
Wait,
True.
what are we?
Drew did.
I made the
Yeah,
motion
but,
in 2 seconds.
Yeah, the only problem is I'm not quite sure how to characterize this. What are we doing exactly?
What are you
We're
making a
using-
motion
Go ahead,
on?
John.
What, I'm sorry, you need to clarify your.
We all agree this is a nice template of who, what, when, where, why.
I'm gonna use the email that was forwarded to the members as a template to follow the award.
when nominating a person, is that,
It might be in the template, yeah. Yeah, it is,
when would we be using the template? When we're looking to nominate somebody?
right?
That's what I would think, yeah.
Not really,
No. No.
no.
Well, that's
That's how to go about,
it's all
Who,
about,
what, where, why, and when.
right.
So that's why I made that connection.
Can you go over what the procedure would be? Where would your people getting the award come
Okay,
from?
wait a minute. Okay, hold on. You know what? What was sent was a questionnaire on how to create an award. That's exactly, that's, okay? Create an award, not to nominate an individual, okay? What John was saying was just keep it in the arsenal for future reference. If you decide to have, or you decide to make another award, you can use that, you know.
So I
template.
don't think you need a motion
I
to
don't
like
think
put it in your
Okay, so then-
chairperson's
Yeah.
book.
Okay,
I
so
thi-
I think we can
You know,
just agree that this is a useful thing.
Yeah, right.
All right,
What,
Yeah.
whatever.
when, where,
Okay.
and why.
That's fine with
That's-
me.
And we just keep going.
Okay,
Yeah,
all
okay.
right,
We all agree.
excellent,
Agree with you,
Okay.
John, that this is a
Thank you.
nice.
excellent.
all right. So
The
we're back
first
to the
one, yeah.
who, what, where, when, and why.
Who is being recognized? Is this an internal award program for employees? No. An external award program recognizing customers, members or industry associates. It's a rewarding members of the community, right?
So Drew, I think
They're
we're on
trying to-
this, right? Aren't we discussing this?
We're trying to
No.
determine who do we want to
We're on
give the
something
award
else now.
to?
Making that determination now?
Has anybody done anything to contribute? No, I mean, you were supposed to bring your ideas.
I don't have any ideas, except we're supposed to pick a person from the community,
No, I think right now, the intent is to outline
right?
how this award is gonna be established
Thank you.
and set up. So it's not, we're not here to discuss who we're recognizing.
Yes, I know.
It was like, how is what's the structure of the award?
Who, what, when,
How the-
where, and why.
How to achieve a successful award is what the website is.
Right.
Basically, it's a template that we should follow so
Okay,
we can
so-
achieve a successful
We got it.
award for
Yeah.
somebody in the community or in the staff.
So
So don't you need to set established criteria? That's the whole idea.
That's what's in the
If you're
website.
gonna nominate a person or a business, what should they have done to be nominated?
Right.
I hate to say this, children, but this tells me
Okay.
that nobody has read the email
I did.
or
I
has,
did we give it?
yes. Not this, this is
No.
my answers. This is my contribution to the board.
Okay.
I will, where is everybody else's?
Okay,
I read
you
it.
didn't explain what this piece of paper was.
I didn't
you-
have to explain it.
Okay,
I'm getting now
all
what
right,
we're
let's,
doing with this, but when I saw this, I didn't know what this,
right.
so I was kind of confused.
can we
as to
start over?
picking
Can
a
we
person?
start
Let me
over?
get
Just
it.
like
I'll
it's
get it.
getting like disrespectful with each other and I don't
Okay,
like the
I don't want to be
tone, okay?
disrespectful, but you know
So-
what? But what I did was I sent out an email asking
Yes.
everyone to please fill it out, the who, what, where, when, and why, and to email their response to Sarah for the meeting by January 8th.
I know. I didn't
Okay.
email any such thing.
So
It's
if you
true.
didn't email it, just say, I did not email, I didn't have a chance. So this is why you received this, is because I sent it to Sarah as part of what
Yeah, okay.
we were, supposed to do. So that
So-
being said, it doesn't really matter, because you know what?
Right.
Basically, this is an idea. So let's expand upon this idea. This will be fine. We can use this, as an idea. So I came up with a concerned individual and also a business, organization, or group.
Yeah.
Does anybody have any other options? Because
I
I
have
don't
a
know.
question.
Yeah,
Does this does this person, business or organization, does it have to be disability community specific?
this is related to somebody that's going to get an award because we're giving it, the Disability Commission is giving it. So yes, it is
So made some sort of contribution or?
absolutely.
So let's read the why state. Maybe we can start from the bottom.
Oh, that's a good
The
idea,
Town
Sal.
Yarmouth Commission on Disability is thrilled to announce the annual Evelyn M. Beal Impact Award in memory of our founder. This award publicly recognizes and celebrates outstanding performance by an individual as well as a business, organization, or group that goes above and beyond to improve the quality of life of people with disabilities, aligns with Yarmouth Commission on Disability goals, and emulates the contribution of our founder. Evelyn was a devoted advocate who volunteered her time and abilities to uphold the rights and concerns of individuals with disabilities while ensuring accessibility, acceptance, and convenience. So that's kind of that's what's being proposed as kind of the why statement, if you will. And I think the idea here was to put some structure around how this award would be established, set up, and evaluated so that when we're ready to talk about nominees for the award, then we have some structure around it.
Thank you.
Right? Does
That's
that make
right.
sense?
Some good
Okay.
criteria.
I'm glad
Absolutely.
that, you know,
Right.
yes, you said it right, the way, yes, perfect, perfectly. So anyway, so that, you know, so we thought about like, obviously a concerned citizen, right? So an individual. And why not give one to a business, organization, or a group? Why not have two awards instead of having one? Because a lot of times when you're having the tracker, people, you have a concerned citizen and then you have the person that made the award and then the other individual did the action. So you know, so it's a yin yang, you know?
Hmm.
I
Like,
think I like just one,
I was gonna say, could it be either or? It doesn't have to be both.
either or.
You know, it doesn't have to be every year 2 awards. It could be an individual or a business.
Yeah, I like that.
I think if it's two, then kind of diminishes it a little bit. I
Yeah.
think.
well, what about the person that took the time to write, you know, their concerns and they were implemented? If that person did not reach out to us, we would not know anything about it. So this is really important because we're trying to get the community to give us feedback. We're trying to get the community to like get embrace of what we're trying to do. So
Well,
by
Frank-
giving them an award is a way of recognizing that they took the time to do that. And on the other end of the spectrum, you have, we'll say, the business that spent the money, spent the time, and did the right thing. So that's why I believe that we should have two awards. It's not to diminish one or the other, it's to really uplift both. And it's because of, it's in two different directions. It's to do this and to do that.
I guess it's just one of the things to consider is who do you want to recognize? Because the person who actually took that feedback and did something with it. I don't know, is that the person you want to recognize? And by doing so, you would end up calling out the fact that it was brought to us by a concerned
That's
citizen.
awesome.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just like, I'm thinking about the award itself. And do you need to do 2 awards or do you oh, Glenn's has something to say.
Oh, thank you. Go ahead.
I was more than willing to wait until you were done speaking. That's fine.
That's okay. Maybe
no,
you'll contribute something because I think I was pretty much done.
You're right on the money.
My view of this, and I wasn't here last meeting, so I don't know how in-depth discussion was then, but this award, from what the description was read, was it was supposed to be awarded to somebody who went kind of above and beyond and really kind of, made an impact. And I think that, recognizing somebody who just sent us something through the track is not enough. I think that you need somebody who volunteers, or somebody who takes it upon themselves to bring their disabled neighbor to their doctor's appointments, or somebody who really puts forth extra above and beyond effort, because anybody can use the tracker and submit something, and then that's
Well,
the
that
end
would
of
be one
it.
criteria, Glenn.
Feedback.
Yeah,
What's
I
that?
agree. I think that's.
No,
really-
but Glenn, that's one criteria. I'm not saying that you would just key on just that individual. I'm just saying that's one criteria. Like, let me explain something to you. When the Moby chairs came out to the community, right?
Mhm.
That impacted quite a bit of people.
Yes, it
If
did.
that individual did not, I'm not saying, if that individual did not come to us, there would be no new chairs and people would not be able to use them. That was a
That's
huge
true.
impact.
That's
So
true,
I'm not
but-
saying, and I like the idea. I know what you're talking about, because yes, one comment should not be means that, oh my gosh, you did everything. So maybe I can think about, or we can think about redesigning it. But that individual could probably be part of the whole package instead of being maybe two different things. Maybe
I think
that would
that's,
make-
I
that
think
would
you're
make a lot of
you're a little
sense.
more on target.
yeah, that would make a lot more
That
sense.
if you're see, I feel like I'm thinking of,
No.
Jim Basler as an example, like he owns some properties, and we have an individual who brought forward concern about one of those properties not being accessible, and the tenant happened to be a medical,
Yeah.
provider. And, so so the individual is important for bringing that up. And he was important for taking that feedback, and in doing so, not only did he, he upgraded their entryway to be able to make it more accessible, but now he's looking at, so that would be sort of like business as
Candidate.
usual to some degree, right? So
Right.
that, up to that point, I would say is kind of like, okay, we got the feedback.
Mhm.
And he, took that feedback and he implemented it. But now, from what I
He's the
understand,
advisor.
he's looking at,
And beyond.
assisting other businesses and sort of relaying the message of how important it's been, the positive feedback he's gotten. And he's also looking at making his other properties, which weren't reported, weren't talked about, more accessible, because he implemented that one place, which I would say is like, okay, we got the feedback, he implemented the feedback. And then now he's taking it to the next level to say, okay, what else can I do to make my other properties more accessible? I don't know if that is like the best example, but I think the other thing is, if we're talking about doing something once a year, then, to have, more than one a year, more than one acknowledgement or recognition a year. I don't know, it might not make it as impactful if you're doing too many at once. And I think by acknowledging, like if he were the example, and I'm not saying he would be, but say he was, I think he did a great thing there, you know what I mean? It sort of depends on what other things are going on too, right? As to who gets, selected
Well-
for such an award. But, by recognizing the person or the business or organization who, actually is receiving the impact award, I think we can acknowledge the fact that this was made possible by a concerned citizen bringing something to our, and in turn his attention, which he then acted on. You know what I mean? So I think you can accomplish it without dedicating
I
a
understand.
separate award for the
this-
individual who brought it up. I don't know. That's
I
just
already put
kind of
down one because I think you're right. Listening to everybody, I understand it. And I'm glad that we had this conversation because criteria is going to have to be how we structure this whole thing. And Glenn, thank you very much for bringing that
But
up.
we have a consensus that
So-
it would be one award per year. now,
I think
right?
I
that's the.
think that's the
and it can't be to
discussion, but I
anybody.
think we're still talking about.
But
sort
it
of
could
the
be
structure.
to, it could be to an individual, it could be to a business, it could be to an organization
Yes.
or a group. This way, we can
It's a-
combine everybody. And then in our criteria, then we list all the criteria
So-
necessary to make sure that, you know, that.
I want to say something that's, the main thing, that just so you all know, the main thing that is on my mind is, and the reason, like these structures here all seem good and obvious. And also one award per year seems correct. But how we decide who gets the award really puzzles me.
I think
that-
that one of the things
a
that you may
difficult
want to
thing. I don't
consider is
understand.
accepting nominations.
Yeah.
You know, you
Well,
may
That's
need
why I was
to.
gonna go.
How would
was-
that go? How would that be?
That's-
We're pretty, I mean, you guys are out in the community and you're kind of,
Right.
you know, you're out there certainly, and I know you're all involved, but if you're not asking for,
Can I just make a suggestion? This is only phase one. Phase two is the other part. It's getting, you know, who gets the award and also the nomination form. That, we're not talking about that right now. We have to just talk about like just the basics, like now we know who, it's going to be one.
Okay.
Where is it going to, what is it going to be? And by they say what, the way I interpret it is that what are we going to give? All right. So what, you know, and you
I
come
think
up with
Glenn
a
has
gift.
something to say.
You know,
Go ahead, Glenn.
we're skipping
Again,
Glenn and then.
sorry,
she-
Glenn.
Yeah.
Yes,
Go ahead, Glenn.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think, I mean, I was gonna say, I think that it should be, you know, a nomination format. And I do think that, it needs to be, at least the criteria needs to be, you know, above and beyond, like Sarah was saying, where, you know, an individual, I mean, somebody submitted, through the, God, I can't even think of what the name of it is.
the
now.
website.
Yeah, somebody submitted through the website and then it was acted upon, but that happens all the time. So, I mean, what happened after that? So, I mean, it could be submission, act, done, or it could be submission, act, inspire, continue. You know, so it's the inspire and continue part that we're trying to recognize. It's, you know, in order to essentially recognize somebody for, you know, going above and beyond. And that is what I'm focusing on, is the above and beyond part. So, I mean, you know, the guy that, you know, help that donates and builds, you know, a handicap ramp for his elderly neighbor, or, you know, that sort of thing. It's like, you have to, I mean, we gotta think, you know, more, otherwise there'll be so many people eligible that will get bogged down in trying to select one. And then, you know, you select one, but this person is also similar. So how do we differentiate between? And, you know, it's going to be very difficult on us. So the more criteria, I mean, we really want best picture here. You know, we want the Oscar. We don't want, you know, a bunch of participation trophies, if that makes sense.
Dean?
Thank you.
Yeah, you mentioned the woman on the tracker, you mentioned the Moby chairs. What specifically did she say at that time? That
Well,
they were
the idea was
did
that somebody
repair?
just brought something to the attention and that made an impact on the community, okay? So, you know, you'd put that probably in line, and then you would put other people in line, and then what you do is you would look and you would see what each one contributed, and then you would come to a consensus of this is the one. I mean, you know, but you wouldn't dismiss these people, I don't think. I think you should add them, but then you should, you know,
No, I was just thinking, the Moby chairs have been around a long time, and I think she complained because
well, they were
in
old.
disrepair.
They were old, they were, yeah, but I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, but that was just an example. I'm not,
Yeah, okay.
yeah. I mean, this is not going to be an easy,
I
piece
don't
of cake
think
to
it,
do.
yeah, I'm kind of hung up on the,
Well, there's some organizations
On
out
it,
there, like,
yeah.
let's say, the NAACP awards.
yeah.
And the Cape Verdean Awards, I was just looking at the Harwich thing when I was at work the other day. But all the people that have won awards through the years for all these different towns
Mm.
and so forth. So I wonder if we could reach out to them or find
Oh,
out,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
How do they come to their determinations? What is their criteria? They're established. They've been giving awards out for a long time. Maybe they could offer us some insight. This is something we want to do as a disability commission. We want to recognize people and businesses and organizations, whatever, groups in the community that go bend over backwards to make life better for all those people with disabilities. So this is something we want to do, and we'd love your input, or just whoever, just reach out to some of those organizations that have been doing this and say, it's a real sticky wicket. You don't want to slight people, but on the other hand, you don't want to minimize just give it out willy-nilly, because it's important that
Right.
these people come forward. So maybe since we're new at this, we could get some guidance from some organizations that have been doing this.
I think that's a great idea.
I nominate you to, I nominate you.
Sorry, I'll write myself a note here.
Yeah,
Contact.
yeah, you're the
whomever.
person in charge. There it is.
Copy of their nomination.
And if I can,
Check.
say real quick,
Go ahead.
it just in that in that suggestion that was just given, even then it says, that goes above and beyond, or that goes extra, that, I mean, so we're talking about something special. We're talking about a special effort. We're talking about special contribution. We're talking about something that is not that's not run of the mill. That's not something that anybody could do. We want to recognize somebody or a business or whatever that goes above and doesn't, for something that they don't have to do. They don't have to be involved with, but they were, and they accomplished this thing, which is wonderful. And we want to recognize them for that. And that's why
Using the name, someone who made a significant impact,
Yeah,
right?
one of the
Yeah.
things I was
Exactly.
thinking of
Maybe,
is,
the Yarmouth Chamber, and I cannot remember the couple who owned a business. They retired.
Okay,
Oh my gosh,
whatever their name is, what do you remember?
that the chamber rewarded Business of the Year.
Mhm.
I'll have to go, Mary, the chamber selected this Business of the Year, so I'll ask Mary.
Is that an annual thing or was that a special?
No, it's every year. The Yarmouth Chamber awards the Business of the Year. Bagels and Beyond got something, and then this other couple that retired.
So you know
And-
what? So that is a
I'm not
good,
talking to you.
So do we need to be continued on this?
let's just finish the last two, because
Yeah.
then we get the ball of wax, and then, that's it. It's
I
done.
think one of the,
So in
Something.
terms of the award itself, because we don't, has that been costed out for like the plaque and all that kind of stuff? I just need to make sure I get something.
No,
request something,
No,
'cause-
because you know why? We haven't discussed what we're gonna have, what we're gonna
Okay.
do, so we couldn't do
Okay.
that.
Mm,
So that's why we're just going through all the motions here. Like, so I like the idea of not reinventing the wheel. That's a smart thing. And if you can reach out to several organizations.
Right, and even Mary, I mean, gosh, the chamber gives out the award for the Business of the
Right,
Year.
so then,
It's gotta be similar criteria,
Right.
you would think.
so we could do that. We can use that form. And like where we're going to have it, that seems to be very, I think, a simple thing at the town hall, right? The select board, hearing room. What do you think?
Don't see why not.
I mean, I think that's the
hearing
place where
room.
it should be, but. Glenn, do you have any ideas?
I have an
Is it-
idea.
John? Okay, sorry.
Um, Unfortunately, I wasn't able to be here when Evelyn Beal was here. Is there anything in particular that she was noted for while she was here? Like, did she,
She had an award. She received an award. In fact, I didn't bring my paper.
well, one of the things, it's a award
The
for
recognition.
Evelyn Beal. Now, if she was famous for wearing a red shirt, oh, this person wore a red shirt and let's give this person the award. They wore a red shirt. You know what I mean? Something that characterizes her.
Well,
You know what I mean? It just,
Well, I think that's
That's
what
what the
this
whole-
outlines. This
Yeah.
outlines sort of her,
nice.
I would say passion for, you
Yeah.
know, ensuring accessibility.
Perfect.
So is this going to be like an in-person event kind of presentation, or is it going to be
Absolutely.
presented at the?
I think it should be.
Is this going to be presented at individually, or is it like in the process of a select board meeting? Is it going to be in during one of our meetings? I mean, are we going to are we going to have, is it that we have to, I guess my fear is that, and when my wife was involved in the DY Special Education Community Parent Advisory Council, and that's a mouthful, but they created an award called the Silver Dolphin. And what they did, they accepted nominations. They put the word out to the school district to put in nominations, and you can nominate pretty much anybody. Like one of the pediatricians, Dr. Mars, got nominated and received one and such like that. But they also had, like, for instance, they had a $500 scholarship for a student. That was that was one of the awards. And then they'd have like an in-person thing, a little ceremony type thing, and a recognition, and they wouldn't show up for it. So I want to make sure that it's not one of those things where you're presenting to an empty hall. You know what I mean? It's
Gotcha.
yeah, we want to make sure that people think as highly of this as we do, and that they'll want to receive it, and and it'll be something of notoriety and pride that they're receiving this award. So I don't know if that means that we have an in-person ceremonial type thing in the very beginning, or if we start it as part of a select board meeting, have it be part of a select board meeting, have them present it, such like that. Since there's a bunch of people there anyway, now this person is being recognized, that sort of thing. And then we kind of move on as the award grows and gains more of a name, then we can morph it into, something a little more. You know what I mean? Am I making sense?
Yeah, I
That's
can
down
talk,
the road.
I can talk to the town administrator, about, presentation and how that, if there's an opportunity to,
When Evelyn was presented her award in August of last year, of 2023, she was on Zoom. She couldn't make it.
Mhm.
And Michael Stone presented the award, and it was a beautiful ceremony. Drew was there. Sarah was
It was
there.
part of a select board
I was
meeting,
there.
right?
And
Mhm.
yes,
yeah.
the select board gave the award. I think that the Disability Commission should partner with the select board on this.
That is a nice
I
idea.
think that the select
Yeah.
board, and
I
I
think
think
so too.
people would go to that meeting because that's why we should
Yes,
have it
That's a
there.
very good idea.
And
Yeah.
I like what you said, try to, I mean, I can't imagine someone not wanting to go to receive their award, especially if you're an individual that had worked very hard to do something and you're very proud of it.
Well, if
And,
it's dark in December, they probably won't want to.
Well, we'll pick them up. We'll pick them up. But anyway, but that's one place.
Too cold, I'm not going to that work.
But these,
We can
remember,
always do
listen,
it in the
mail
spring.
it. These are just ideas, okay? So I mean, so that's why, I put that down.
Yeah,
But,
because I would hate to have to go
I-
through all of this and establish this, and and we put a lot of weight behind it and emotion behind it. because of
Absolutely.
how much
Nobody show.
this and, and all that, and then have the person that we choose to receive it not put as much behind it as we do. You know what I mean? And therefore not show up or or what have you. But so I mean, I think being a part of a select board meeting where you have kind of that audience there already brings attention to us, brings attention to the award, brings attention to the person receiving the
Right.
award. I think it's good all the way
Good
around.
idea. It's a Good
Okay,
idea for sure.
so we're going to keep it at the Town Hall Select Board Hearing Room meeting.
Mhm.
Okay, cool. And when is it going to take place? It's going to be annually. We're going to pick a month. Somebody, I think Mary had mentioned June. I threw that in there. It doesn't really matter to me. And we're going to pick a time and we'll check with the select board. They will post it and they would take care of it so that, the public would hear about it. So basically that's it. And this is just the first seed being planted, all right, of what we're doing for this award.
Right. And
Second.
I have an
What do you-
urge to say this, that to me, like, the toughest part about this to me is the reason that I don't have ideas is that it's hard for me to figure out how we're actually going to pick somebody,
I
when
wouldn't
push
worry
comes to
about that
shove.
because I
That's
feel,
the only thing that I do worry
I feel
about.
that I'll tell you something. Oh, somebody outstanding, all right? It's so
Right.
simple to figure out who is
Maybe it
outstanding.
is, yeah.
It really is.
Maybe I'm off base. That's my thing. Yeah.
No, but I'm just saying, yeah.
That's
Yeah,
what.
And
I'm
when, if you have
focused on.
several, then you have really, it'll be difficult when you have maybe several outstanding people, but you know what?
That's a
Somebody will
vote.
rise to the
Put it to
occasion.
a vote.
We'll put it through. Glenn, what do you had something that you had to say?
I make a
Yeah, well,
motion
I
to
think-
accept
I
the
think-
first seed.
I think this is part of the nomination process is where, we come together and we kind of formulate a nomination paper and we make that available to download off of the Yarmouth website. They download it, they write it in. And it's like, why do you think this person? They have to write a little bit about what they've done and what, and why they're nominating them. And then we can go from there. And we as a committee, if it's the committee that's going to be, making the decision, then we kind of debate and, and plead our case for our, for the candidate that we think and, and such, and we kind of debate it from there. But I think if we have if we ask the right questions on the nomination paper and we get a decent response, people, who are passionate about it and be like, this person really needs it, they're going to put forth a good essay, so to speak, or a good paragraph, or make a good argument towards them. So I think that, if we narrow it, I don't think it'll be too hard to narrow it down. I think the hard part's going to come when we get to like three or four names left, or a couple of names left. Then we're
Right.
going to, be debating. And in that, I think we should, when the time comes to sort out
Got
the process, I think we need to designate like one person to be like the tiebreaker, one person to be, who's not necessarily involved in the original process, but is there at the end to kind of moderate and be like, okay, well, we have two people left. We're hopelessly deadlocked. Sarah, what do you think? And then, one person, not necessarily Sarah, but one person will be in, kind of the tiebreaker.
Right.
Yeah.
We'll have to vote this out.
So I'm gonna leave it
Anyway,
all right, I'm gonna
We'll
leave
leave it
with
there.
this. Describe specific characteristics, qualities, or examples that you believe make the nominee stand out or demonstrate how they go above and beyond. Quality is appreciated more than quantity.
Make a motion. we accept.
Use an active voice in your writing.
I second.
So I, we
I
will
make a
get
motion
there.
for John to make a motion.
We'll get there. Okay, so we got the motion. Okay.
Yep.
Question, when was Evelyn's birthday?
Her,
birthday.
wait a minute.
What month was her birthday in?
I
Oh,
don't
there you
remember.
go.
What made you think of that?
That's when we'll do it. Pick a
Oh.
month.
That's when we present the
Happy
award on
birthday.
her birthday month.
Oh,
I wonder if
wait a
Mary
minute.
Summer.
Philpott had an
I think her
idea
And
that.
birthday-
everybody's here in the summertime.
You know what? I probably have it on my phone,
Publicity or
the
something.
date.
I have it in
It
my
probably
office,
would
'cause
be
I
a
have
better
it
time, but
That
was-
maybe her birthday's in the summer. Yeah.
I like that idea, Jessica.
birthdays when it's warm and not.
I think it was in November. I like that idea.
November's a good month.
I wonder if I kept
November.
it.
Her new birthday's in July.
Yeah,
Should we,
it's dark
should,
at 9
should I make a
o'clock.
motion to like end the meeting
Yes.
possibly?
Oh, no, we have to do the minutes.
Oh, the minutes,
Yeah.
okay.
I haven't, might not be the time.
I
but
will,
I have like 3 or 4 questions.
okay, go ahead.
Do you want to try to, can we
Right,
all
yeah.
agree on accepting the minutes of the last meeting?
I abstain.
I move that we accept the minutes of the last
I
meeting.
second.
I second.
I third it.
July.
July,
Aye.
perfect.
July.
Aye.
Was it July? Okay.
Everybody.
Okay, so
Aye.
we accepted the minutes of the last meeting.
Yeah.
Aye.
Okay, now, Jessica, you want to try to squeeze in?
Okay, so the nominees, do they have
July
to be
17.
a town business or
Put
resident?
that in there.
Bingo.
I didn't hear you, I'm
Do
sorry.
the nominees have to be a town business or town resident?
I would say yes.
Say
Have
yeah.
to be
say
town
yes.
Yarmouth.
Oh,
Do the
def-
nominations only come from commission members or can they be public nominations?
Question mark.
Public
I say,
nomination.
oh,
public.
I think public. too.
Public.
And we should have something on our website where you can make a
Yeah.
Yeah, we-
nomination?
Where you can,
And
yeah,
are-
you can either submit it or
Wait,
you
wait,
can download up.
let her finish your
Not done.
questions.
Commission members only choose the winner, or is there somebody from the select board maybe that we want
Good
to help
question.
choose? Or is it just us that are choosing this winner?
I want to keep
Good
that open
questions.
because I'm not decided.
I don't know
Say
yet.
us.
Those are
I
just-
think
Say members of.
more
members only.
discussion.
I would like to reserve that.
we also value your opinion. You would be helping us choose too, I think.
Yeah, that's right. So
Yeah.
there,
I
you know,
think- I
there's a
think-
modification right
I
there.
think just the Disability Commission and Sarah.
And Sarah, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, those are,
And
that was
everybody's
it.
on
I'm done.
town.
Yeah, I think so.
I have a quick,
Okay,
quick thing that I wanted to get in next.
It's
Okay.
getting late.
It has to do with,
yeah, I know.
May I
because-
just be my.
Drew's gonna turn into a pumpkin soon.
Read this and make your changes, please.
somebody that.
The next couple.
Okay, John wants to make one last point. What is it, John?
It's on grants. I just wanted to make a motion that somehow we've got to figure out how to get some money.
Okay,
Okay, we're
No
gonna
one's
talk
to
about
forget
that
about
next
it.
time,
It's a
John.
discussion. It's not a vote.
you don't want
Yeah.
us to.
All right, I'll put that on the agenda for
Just a
February.
thought.
Gail agrees to put that
I'll
on the
put that on the
agenda
agenda,
next
yeah,
month.
for February. Okay.
Drew moves that we adjourn this meeting.
A second.
All in
No, I
favor?
second the
Aye.
first.
Aye.
All right, let me go through it.
Thank you, Glenn.
Jean Boyle,
Yes.
Drew Kraus,
Aye.
Glenn Martin,
Aye.
John
Yep.
Mitchell,
Yes.
Jessica Simmons,
Okay.
Gail Charette, yes. Motion
And now
passed.
anybody can say anything they want.
35.
4:35.
Now the
Yeah.
commission's
Yeah, that's why I should,
Just turn
that's
off.
why I should have said something about the grants, just